It's Friday, late night. It's Mark Pyers, and it's Real Talk.
On the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind and help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers' Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on Friday night, day 522 in a row of the Mark Pyers' Real Talk show. So let's get into it. I got a face swap for you. I'm probably going to get knocked off because my system's been acting weird lately, although it looks like it's working pretty smooth so far. I guess we'll see about it in a second here. I'm going to just go on and shut the volume off so I can chat with you guys over here on Facebook. Head over to YouTube so I can chat with you over on YouTube. Do I see my friend Kristen over here? Kristen, buddy, head over to YouTube, please, my friend. That's where we're all gathering lately, and I'm really hoping to build it out on YouTube. It's really been growing very nicely. It's a newer platform for me. But I'm live here every single day, and I really want to kind of get it going. So if you can, head over and subscribe and ding the bell. Right now, I'm going to head over there and just log in. Let me see how I can get to my main page here. Let me play you guys this clip here while I log in. Oh, no, I need to... I always figure that out. Let's see. Here we go. If I shut down the volume... Let's go. Here we go. All right. Now we can do it. Here is our clip for the day. I think it's very important you guys see this. Did you hear about this with President Xi? President Xi wants to lead the New World Order. Not sure if you picked up the news on that one, but I heard about it. He wants to run the New World Order, and this, I guess, was Trump's perspective on it right here. Check this out.
Hammerlin Jameson, live from the studio. Donald J. Trump's about to speak to us about President Xi and Antifa. Good afternoon. This is a very exciting day for America. Very exciting because there are no more buildings being blown up. No cop cars being flipped over. No rioting in the streets. People trying to protect small businesses being killed. For one tragedy, there have been many more tragedies. I heard today that President Xi-hole is really showing his Xi-holeness. That's right, he wants to be the leader of the New World Order. He wants to take it into the future as one global regime. And you wondered why the Democrats have been pushing so hard against Trump. Because they want to be a bunch of Xi-holes as well. And we don't need any more Xi-holes. So, Democrats, if you want to be under the thumb of President Xi-hole, then get Sleepy Joe Biden in here and see if he could do any better. But bottom line is this. We're winning big league on the rioting. I don't know if you saw, but when I get the National Guard in there, did you see in Minneapolis, they called me for the National Guard. And we took them down. That's what happens with the National Guard. These guys don't play around. They're serious men out there trying to protect the Trumper, protecting the United States of America. This Antifa, these people, they're killing more people and nobody is outraged by it? What world are we? It's like the Twilight Zone here. Oh, wait a second. So all these other people are dying. Nobody cares. A 77-year-old police officer, former police officer, black, former 77, grandfather for somebody, shot by some Antifa scum. That's why they're now enemy number one for Trump.
When Trump lays it out, he lays it out. You guys gotta be ready for that one. We're gonna play some music for you. You guys ready for that? I'm gonna go over to Instagram and just pop this on so we can get everybody onto the show. If you guys are live with me, if this is your first time checking out the show, what you're seeing is a guy who likes to play music for you. Also likes to do a lot of funny voices. And invented an instrument, and does, what else? I'm a real estate agent, and basically, I guess that's all I gotta say. And we've been here for 522 days in a row. That's the other thing. Let me just get on here over here so everybody can see the show. I feel bad. I started on Instagram originally, and now they get the worst feed. It's like the film the screen feed. My people over on Insta, how are you doing? I am here about to play some music for you. I'm going to try to get this out of the view a little bit better. That's all right. Anyway, who's that? Hey, Luch. How are you, bud? Thanks for coming on. Hey, look, head over to YouTube. It looks much better. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best for you here. Let's play some music, all right? Ready to get down? Sally, head over to YouTube. Much better experience on YouTube. On the YouTubes. Go to the YouTubes. Guys, we got a good feed going right now. I'm hoping this stays like this all night. Look, I got Zoom open. Oh, no. Started the feed without the starting Zoom first. And you can't do the Zoom into the... I don't think. I'll try, but I don't think it works that way. It is Friday night, and we usually start a specific way, well, at least lately, just because we got to be playing music for you for at least a little bit of while, maybe for a little bit longer than a little. Oh, you like my white socks tonight? Yeah, that's right. What's up? Guys, you ready? I'm ready. I gotta get the BeatSeat up a little bit higher. BeatSeat is this guy. It's always got to be the loudest thing in the mix. How's that? Why isn't the scroll working? Oh, there he goes. Well, my friend, time has come. Raise the roof and house the fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself while the other man's. We're going to party, come, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. We're going to party, come, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing along. All night long, all night, all night long. All night long, all night long. People dancing all in the street. See the rhythm all in their feet. Lights going wild and sweet. Music play on. Feel in your heart, feel it in your soul. the music will take control. We're going to party, lightning, fiesta, forever. Come on, yeah, let's sing my song all night long, all night long, all night long, said all night long. I mean, that's what I like to do, just start it off a little bit. Eli, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much. I'm glad. Bless you too, my friend. I hope we all can find a way to get some light. This is a dark world we're living in right now. Tonight we're going to bring some positivity back into the fold. You guys need to realize that one bad act is bad enough, that we don't need more. We don't need more. It's been like 1,000 on top of one, and I don't hear like anybody talking about all of that. They're like still talking about the first thing, and havoc being just it's occurring everywhere, and the destruction, and literally America burning, and the act was terrible. Everybody thought it was terrible originally. This is where I get back to. So I want to say, let's get to the positivity again. Let's remember that we are one. There is no such thing as division. That is what they want us to constantly think about. This is political. Everything is meant for you to hate somebody, so there's always that animosity, always that suspicion, so they can make money. They can keep you glued to the negatube. I'm telling you to shut it down, and I'm telling you to just tune into Real Talk. I'll keep it real here for you. We had Mary Ann on here the other day. I'm going to have anybody on who wants to get real and let it out. We're going to do it through the Zoom platform. I have it. I thought I had it open. I don't. I'm going to try to open it while someone tries to call in. We'll see if it works out. G-Mac, how are you, my man? Marvel is better than DC. Look, I don't even really have an opinion. I don't watch anything. I broadcast. I was thinking about that. Like, everybody watches TV. Everybody has a program. Ooh, my favorite show. I have one show I do like. It's called The Curse of Oak Island. If you don't know that show, you're missing out. Okay, first of all. Secondly, they still haven't found anything, okay? So maybe they never will, but I like the show. But besides that, I don't like the negatube. I don't like what's going on there. I don't like what they're trying to do to us. And the YouTube link, Sally, is just type in Mark Pyre's Real Talk when you go over to YouTube, and you will pop up to the show. It will say live now. You'll be like, ooh, cool, I'll go on the show. And I'm going to actually head over there because I want to see if anybody's on yet. Ooh, yep. I'm not sure who's there, but there's a few people on. So head over there, Sally, and we could all hang out together. And Mark, how are you? Zach, how are you? Carlos and Eli, thank you again. Mark, I'm going to play you something. What do you want to hear, buddy? You want to hear some DMB? You want to hear some... Let me see what else I got here. I've been playing like some Bob. I did Burning in a Luton a few times, which is kind of crazy because, again, it's like... I did this the night that it all started and never played the song in 25 years of playing music. It's kind of crazy. How about Mad World? I've been playing that a little bit, even though I don't know how to play it at all. It's kind of terrible the way I play it, but at least I think it is. I don't really know. All around me. Dag, my man. Dag's on YouTube right now, so you can head over and kick it with Dag. By the way, Dag, guys, Dag is the one who introduced me to Mary Ann. Dag is also opening up doors, guys, so you have no idea. I keep saying, craziest thing about this is Dag's like the first guy I've seen who's like really stepping up, because I've said the whole time, I'm like, you know what, I'm here putting out, right, for 522 days, just coming out here and bringing positivity, trying to make the world a better place. And I'm like, I wonder when someone's going to come along and be like, I want to get involved, like I want to help. And because I always say, when you do, you get, even though you're not intending to get, you're helping, and then you fill your soul. I call it soulfillment. And the fact is, Dag is filling his soul in a bit by doing something for someone else and helping. And what was so cool is to see that happen. 3 hours and 18 minutes of content, of fire. Did you guys see Mary Ann? She was unbelievable. She came out here and brought it. She dropped 3 hours and 18 minutes of content on you guys. And the greatest part for me was the last hour. We dropped the negativity of this world. What we're doing right now, forget about it. It happened. It's over. We can't talk about it anymore. Hold on.
Hammerlin Jameson.
Well, I'm going to play you that in a second, but hold on a second. We have to get to the moment we've moved on. Okay, it happened. let's shut it down. Absolutely. And then don't think about it anymore. It's over. Okay. We know the enemies, and the bottom line is the enemies need to be stopped. And here is the enemy right here. I'm going to just show you.
Hammerlin Jameson, live from the studio. Donald J. Trump's about to speak to us about President G and Antifa. Good afternoon. This is a very exciting day for America. Very exciting because there are no more buildings being blown up. No cop cars being flipped over. No rioting in the streets. People trying to protect small businesses being killed. For one tragedy, there have been many more tragedies. I heard today that President G-Hole is really showing his G-Hole-ness. That's right, he wants to be the leader of the New World Order. He wants to take it into the future as one global regime, and you wondered why the Democrats have been pushing so hard against Trump. Because they want to be a bunch of G-holes as well. And we don't need any more G-holes. So, Democrats, if you want to be under the thumb of President G-hole, then get Sleepy Joe Biden in here and see if he could do any better. But bottom line is this. We're winning big league on the rioting. I don't know if you saw, but when I get the National Guard in there, did you see in Minneapolis, they called me for the National Guard. And we took them down. That's what happens with the National Guard. These guys don't play around. They're serious men out there trying to protect the Trumper, protecting the United States of America. This Antifa, these people, they're killing more people and nobody is outraged by it? What world are we? It's like the Twilight Zone here. Oh, wait a second. So all these other people are dying. Nobody cares. A 77-year-old police officer, former police officer, black, former 77, grandfather for somebody, shot by some Antifa scum. That's why they're now enemy number one for Trump.
That's it. That's the enemy right there. Antifa. I didn't know about these people. I don't pay attention to the news, but when I see that 99% of the people are peacefully protesting and that there's a group in there that are being paid to go in there and create havoc and destruction, it's a very frustrating thing for an American citizen who just wants to see everybody doing well and wants everybody to be able to safely go and protest and have their voice be heard, and to have people going in there and sullying that. And the worst part about it is the news just makes it seem like, oh my goodness, it's Trump's fault. They're trying to angle everything against the president. I think it's ridiculous, guys. I've never had a dog in the race. I shut the TV off for 400 days, but I see this complete barrage of crap that's dropped on this guy. I think it's for someone who's down the middle to see what they do to this man. It's unbelievable that he wants to do another 4 years. I wouldn't even want to freaking do it. I'd be like, you know what? Give it to freaking Sleepy Joe Biden. Have you guys seen his dumb freaking commercials? I got to do a face swap of his commercials because they're so stupid. Hi, hey there, Americans. It's Sleepy Joe Biden. And he does this smile like he forgot who the hell he was for a moment. I keep telling you about the importance of the heart of America. We need to fight for it, and we're going to beat Donald Trump. And I'm asking for your support. So I got to go take a nap. I got to go take a nap and crap. I'll see you later. My Aunt Judy told me that I can take a crap nap. It's a crap nap. It's a thing we do in the South. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Guys, we're gonna do a song here. My man G Mac over on Periscope. He said, Mog, play some Jack Johnson. Guys, never played Jack Johnson before, but you know what? When he asked for Jack Johnson, I'm gonna try to remember a song. Better Together. I know that one. I've heard that before. Let's see. Ed, right? No, Ed knows what I'm talking about. It's crazy. Let's see, I'm going to play you guys. I think I've played this before, or at least I've heard it before about 15 years ago. Oh, they took it off, these chooches. I hate when they do that. They take the freaking song off the air because they're like, well, there's a copyright notice. Like, look, I'll put my songs out there. You want to learn how to play them? Play them. Let's do it. Because the songs are meant to bring someone somewhere. Come on, better together. Better together. All right, I'm going to just look for it outside of this site. That's what I got to do. I got to leave them off the grid. I'm going for it. More cowbell. Wow. I got to tell you, Dag, you're right. I got to have more cowbell. Look, I got a fever. It's more cowbell. I went to my cousin's house for dinner last Thursday. What a great track. It's 97.1 FM. This track comes on the air, and through the drums and the bass, I can hear cowbell. I said, I gotta have more cowbell. All right, what are we doing? Jack Johnson, Better Together, right? We're gonna try it. I never played it before, but I've heard it before. I used to play it for my kids when they were babies. It's a great song. Great song, right? You guys like it? I like it. I like it. Haven't played it before, but we're going to give it a shot right now. Oi, noi. All right, here we go. We're better together. All right, this is it. I think I found it. Does the auto scroll? The auto scroll works too, guys. That's pretty good stuff. Combination of words I put in the back of the Coast Guard. The song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Our dreams and the made about real things. Like a shoebox of photographs. There's be a tone to love it. Love is the answer, at least most of the questions. Where do we go? Why is this so hard? It's not always easy. See, I wish I knew how this goes. It's been a really long time since I heard it. It's not always easy. Love life is deceiving. I'll tell you one thing. It's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, look at the stars together. It's always better when we're together. I want to hold on a second. I feel like it's the chords work, but can't I bring it like up and do it so it like hits my vocals a little better than that? Like, what if we do it over here? Let's see. Combination words put in the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Our dreams are made of about real things, like a shoebox of photographs, sepia tone of loving. Love is the answer, unless most of the questions. Let me go back because it's going too slow. Hold on. I think I got it though, right? Isn't that sort of it? I love doing this, guys. We take requests in real time, and I'm like, just give me a couple seconds, and we're going to roll with it, okay? Elimination words put on the back of a postcard. No song I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Our dreams are made out about the real things. Like a shoebox of photographs, the sepia tone of love. Love is the answer, at least most of it. In my heart, why are we here? Where do we go? How come it's so hard? It's not always easy. Sometimes life's deceiving. But I'll tell you one thing: it's always better when we're together. together. Better when we're together. Yeah, I wanna look at the stars together. Together. Yeah, so better together. I gotta figure out how it starts. I think I gotta sing the first verse again because the chords don't carry along with it. They just kind of. Let's see who's on. Tad, my man. Guys, gotta have more cowbell. Tad's on with Dak on YouTube. You gotta go to the YouTubes. Go to YouTubes. Tad, you missed it. We're gonna get to it, back to it in a little bit, but Trump had another funny message today about President G-Hole. Look, he's a G-Hole. He wants to run the New World Order, like you were not surprised that was going to happen. Oh, look, New World Order, G-Hole. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Drops coronavirus, first of all, on the planet. Then he's walking away from the deal. I did the art of the deal, greatest deal in history, with China. That's why they dropped coronavirus on us in the first place, because I was winning Big League. I was winning Big League. They did not want to lose Big League. So they walked away and started this coronavirus nonsense. You could ask Pensy. Pensy knows all about it. Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to say how beautiful it is this afternoon and how proud we are to come together as Americans. And remember, I'm doing a faint Bill Clinton impression. That's the role as Vice President of the United States of America, is to be the guy everybody says, I wish he was standing at the front of the line. But I'll be here with you, Mr. President, all along the line just to back you up, give you all the words that you can't find. Going to win Big League because of Patsy. That's right. Denise is on. Denise and Tad and everybody, look, you gotta get over to YouTube. Gotta go to YouTubes. Denise, you're gonna see the trumpet in a few minutes. I'm coming back over to say hello. We're gonna play a song right now. We're doing the Jack Johnson song, or I just sort of did it. Never played this before, but it's just one of those songs, you know what I mean? That you're just like, yeah, I guess that would work if you were just like, no combination of words putting them back in the postcard. No song that I could sing and a trap in your heart. And our dreams are made out of things, like a shoebox, photographs, a sepia tone, love and no. Love is the answer, at least most of the questions in my heart. Like, why are we here? Where do we go? How come it's so hard? Love is the answer. I think it was like just too slow. I can't get to that one. This is a different site. I'm working with what I got, okay, guys? You gotta remember that. So, one thing to keep this in mind. Usually Friday nights are pretty wild here where we go and go and go. But I have to get up tomorrow morning. I have a task. And that task requires that I'm out of the house pretty early. So let's play a little music. How about that? Let's do it. Of course, we're going to play music number 2. It's what we're here to do. It's Friday night. Number 2. What's the song up? What are we playing next? Oh, that's right. We didn't do this one last night, did we? Or did we? Ooh, I had an idea. This is one I heard in my head. Actually, I was in the car today and I heard this and I was like, ooh. Because I was out, I'm trying not to touch my fotch. I thought of a song today that I probably can't play. It probably would sound really bad if I played it, but I'm going to try it anyway. Because I thought it was a pretty cool tune. It sounded like that. We're talking about something here. It's called... I don't think I could do this because, first of all, I really would like to work out a song like this because I don't even know who's saying it originally, but there we go. Or at least I could know it by this. I don't even know if it's possible. Let's see. No, it doesn't show us the words and the chords. How stupid. How stupid, huh? Maybe it's this one. This is it, guys. Oh, stupid Best Buy screen pops up in the middle here. I told you about this site. Sometimes it pisses me off. Okay. Stupid thing off the screen. How long does this advertisement last? About 74 minutes. What the? Oh, like these companies, you know what I mean? I just want to have the chords in front of my fotch, and I got this dumb thing on the screen over here. I'm not going to play this song anyway. It's just not going to work out, okay? You know what I'm saying? What do we got over here? Oh, we've been playing All of Me lately, guys. It's a great tune, and we're going to do it right now, okay? I go a little something like this. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I am no good without you? Take my lips, I don't wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbyes, they left me without ease and crying. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, yeah. So why not take all of me? Your goodbyes, they left me without ease and crying. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Oh, all of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my eyes, never use them. Take my lips, I'll never to wait on your goodbyes. Oh, let me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. Oh, so why not take all of me? I say, why not take all of me? I say to him not to take all of me. I'm not to do so. Why not take all of me? I don't even know. I love when I start getting into a song enough where I get into like feel like it's mine, you know. It's just such a cool tune. So here's another one. This is a Denise tune. She hooked this one up. She was like, Mark, what about this one? I'm like, ooh, I don't know this one. But then when I heard it, I was like, I know that one. I just like a song I hadn't heard since I was like 19, 18. But when I heard it, I was like, I gotta play it. That thing's out of tune though, guys. Guys, can I tell you something? I used to have a joke. That I could write a song that's never been heard in the history of time, but I can't cook a piece of chicken. Like, I used to be my joke that I can't cook. I can't do anything in the kitchen. I get very nervous. I want to burn the house down, all this stuff. And so I never do that stuff, all right? But then all of a sudden in quarantine, even a little bit before, I started making omelets. I've always been kind of good with pancakes. Everybody could do pancakes, but my pancakes are like razor thin, you know? And I can make them super crispy, and I just want to throw like my Aunt Jemima on there. No, actually, it's Mrs. Butterworth. Anyway, so I came across this new thing that I'm pretty good at, and I've started to like really be like crazy good. Pizza making. Okay, so I made one really good pizza, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna get more dough. So now I basically am making pizzas every day. I love pizza. My wife's like, we gotta eat something besides pizza. I'm like, I will eat pizza morning, afternoon, night. I love pizza. So, but she's always mixing it up. But I'm like, I want to keep making pizzas. I like them. They're so much fun to make. And I'm getting to the point now where I'm throwing like, mousse on there with just a little bit of, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is going to blow your mind. There's a place called Pepe's Pizza. Pepe's Pizza is a place here in Fairfield, Connecticut. It has the best pizza. That's it. I'm sorry. I just finished there. There's a period at the end of that. Just best pizza. Anyway, and the reason they have the best pizza is because when I have their pepperoni pizza, there's a kick to their pepperoni, okay? And I love it because if you get that pepperoni crispy enough, it's like potato chips of pepperoni. And they do it only at Pepe's that way, right? Well, guess who found the pepperoni that they use on Pepe's pepperoni pizzas? This guy! So I'm making pizzas with the pepperoni now. I was cutting slices earlier. I'm like crisping it up, throwing some cheese on top. Like, I made a calzone yesterday, guys, with the pepperoni. How about that? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was like, oh, look, I got some extra dough left. What are you going to do with that, kid? I was like, oh, I got an idea. Why don't I make a friggin' calzone? How about that, huh? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, buddy. Yo, great calzone. What are you going to put in it? How about some friggin' crispy pepperoni, huh? I found out the one they have at Pepe's. It's not a secret anymore. I got it. That's right. You got it at Pepe's? Well, you got it from me, all right? I'll charge you 50 cents on a dollar, all right? I'll drop it off at your back door. You leave a bag of cash. It's good for you. It's good for the gander, okay? Did you really? Dad grew up in the pizza business. That's hilarious. Listen, a couple of my friends own pizza joints. Really cool. Like, I'm a pizza connoisseur. I really go out in the history of time. For me, I always look for a pizza, like good pizza that I can really get into. Kind of do that with everything. If anybody happens to live on the Jersey Shore, let me know. I'm going to tell you about the greatest thing in the world you need to go and check out for me. Do it for me, okay? So I lost my signal there for a minute. My computer shut off. Guys, this is amazing that we actually have a nice clean feed tonight. We're kicking it. Oh, man. If you happen to be in Jersey, though, somebody let me know, because there is a place in Jersey, in Tom's River, that I can tell you about, that if you go there and you live a dream out for me, I'd love for you to come on the show and talk to me about the flavor and taste of the donut. It's a donut. I haven't had it since I was 9 years old, but it was amazing. Best donut ever. All right, so let's play this. This is one of the songs Denise dropped. Seaside. Dag, are you near there? That's where I grew up, brother. Like right nearby in Tom's River. I grew up in Tom's River. Let me see where I am. I don't know if I'm in the right spot here, but are we moving smooth here, you guys? Yeah, we are. This is totally smooth. This is a good feed tonight. I'm happy about the feed, guys. You gotta be happy. Okay, you're in ATL, but someone who's in Seaside, yeah, if you're there, you're about 5 minutes away from this place. It's called Obco. O-B-C-O. Someone can check it out online. Greatest donuts. They're handmade donuts every day. Hand-baked, whatever you want to call them. Oh, they have this one donut, guys. Strawberry iced. Not strawberry frosted. Don't get their strawberry frosted. It's all right. It's okay. It's a normal strawberry frosted. It's the same thing I can get at freaking Dunkin' Donuts or somebody else who makes a strawberry frosted donut. This is strawberry iced. I think I'm going to start making my own freaking strawberry iced. I'm at home in quarantine for a little bit longer. I'm going to figure out how to make a donut. All right. The way they make the donuts, because they make the donuts. This is how it was made. Okay. I'll tell you right now. That's like a fried donut. Okay. Sort of. You know what I'm saying. All right. It's like a baked, whatever the freaking they do. Okay. And then they put like cinnamon all over the freaking thing. Okay. So it's now this little blob of cinnamon sugar. Okay. On a donut, okay? And then on top, okay, just imagine this. Just wrap your friggin' mind around this for a second, okay? You throw a bunch of friggin' strawberries into a bowl, okay? And you scrape around like maybe a quarter pound of sugar right over the top. Like that one tomago. All over the top of this thing. Maybe it's condensed milk they use. I don't friggin' know, but it was so good, guys. And my father go there every friggin' Sunday. He'd be like, hey, guys, I got a dozen donuts for you. I'd be like, what kind of donut you got in here? We got the vanilla one today. We got the strawberry. The friggin' strawberry's mine. I'd always be the first one down there every Sunday morning. Walking downstairs. Hey, Dad, you go to Obco today? Yeah, son, I went to Obco. What you got? Where the freaking strawberry ones? Your brothers got to that. How the freak did your dad just came down? I heard you walking in the door. They were hanging around the back door waiting for me to walk in. You gotta get down here quicker, kid. You're third in line, all right? This is crazy. What do you think? You got some sort of priority because you like the strawberry one? Guess what, friggin' kid? Everybody in this family likes the strawberry one. It's delicious. It's the greatest donut in the friggin' history of time. And I called them up. I called them up like 4 years ago. I was like, guys, can you hook a brother up? I will pay for shipping. I want these donuts. The guy was like, you know what? We had somebody else ask that once before. He's like, let me look into it. And then he dropped the ball. I never heard from him again. I think I did. He was like, look, it would be like $90 just to ship it to you. I was like, I'm 2 hours away. Why don't I just get in the car and drive down there one day? I'm thinking that would be a pretty cool Real Talk episode. Driving to Jersey for Obco. It would be like a middle of the night episode, like now. I'd be like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning going live. Be like, guys, I'm on my way to Obco. Be like, what? Yeah, I'm going to stand in line for the donut. I got to get the donut. We're going to do the donut review. I haven't had it in 27 years. I've had it in 27 or 28 years. I'm going off of memory. But I'm going to try to make it myself. I'm going to call them up. I'm calling them up tomorrow. I'll be like, look, I'd love to drive down there. But can I just ask you, if I say a couple things, can you be like, yeah, or can you be like, nope, and then I'll just let me keep going? Because I think I know how you made it. Now, condensed milk has a nice flavor to it. So I wonder if they do that with a little bit of the sugars, and then that's the sugar, and then you put the strawberries, so the red, you know what I mean, and mix it up. I'm going to mess around with a few things. Anyway, let's play you something, okay? I know I'm out of my mind. Is Andrew Dice Clay tonight? Oh man, I definitely gotta get down there at some point to pick up some of those donuts. You know, it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a drive down there at some point when it's safe to be out on the road. Is it again? I don't know. It seems like everybody forgot about coronavirus. Maybe it's fine to go tomorrow. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, in the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I think we need right now, actually. I think we need some, like, real positivity. I think we need something really positive, like, let's try this one. You guys ready for this? I don't know if this is going to be the right song. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. God, are you kidding me? Never mind. I had no idea it didn't work. Ooh, Tom Petty. Okay, let's see what we find for Petty. I know a few of his songs. I've heard them before. I've never played them. Obviously, we know the one that everybody knows. Oh, American Girl. Maybe that's one I can play. Never played any of these, but again, that's what we do every day here in the Real Talk program. Oh, are you kidding me? Due to copyright notice. Thanks for everything. I think I got to try to do an impression of him as well, because he's got that cool voice to him, you know. Oh, what's that song? The Joker song. Is that what it's called? The Joker? That's a cool song to do, right? Maybe I could do Joker. Capo, don't fret. Let's see if this is the song we all now never played. I know John Mayer did this one, right? Let's see. You give me the chords? To which one? Oh, you want for the... Well, I got to see the words, too. There's nothing on the screen. I could look that one up, but let me see. Maybe we'll play something else that's here. She's a good girl, loves mama, loves Jesus, America, too. She's a good girl. She's crazy about Elvis and loves horses and a boyfriend too. Long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. And I'm free, free falling. Valley, move west down. Here we're gonna go. We actually got to do him. You guys ready? All the vampires walking down the valley, move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and all the good girls are home with broken hearts, and I'm free, free falling, free falling. I think that's good enough. That'll be so much fun, Jag. Dag, you know what I was saying, Dag? Check this out. I got your message earlier that you were a little nervous to maybe go on the air, but you could go on and do audio. And I'm like, you know what? That would be kind of cool. Even if we did it that way, where you were like, hey, I'm here, let's jam. And we're live, and you just have to make sure you know how to set Zoom where that doesn't lower your volume. So we're just kicking right through our two OBSs, and we can kick it, and we can jam out. Because I actually put that out to this really great motivational guy, Tom. He's doing a very, very positive, same thing, just putting out light into the universe, and that's what we're here to do. That's what we're meant to do. And when I saw Tom doing that, I was like, hey, I'd love to have you on the show and just chat. That's what we're here to do, is just chat. The other day we did a 3-hour and 18-minute show, because the bottom line is, when people get on the show and we start going, we go. That's the reason why I do 5 hours and 40 something minutes sometimes, because we'll just go. And I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Hammerlin Jameson.
Jameson. Who hasn't seen that yet? Guys, if you haven't seen the Hammerlin Jameson bit yet, the trumpet yet, let me know. I'll drop it for you. I'm going to play you a song here. Oh, how about this one? Did I sound a little like him in that bit at all? Because I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to make it sound like him. You know what I mean? Let's see. That's my job here as a celebrity impressionist, is to sound like people's, okay? Be the Phantom, I like that. Well, I won't back down. You could stare me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Gonna stand my ground. Don't be turned around. Keep this world, keep dragging me down. Stand my ground and won't back down, baby. I don't know if that's how it goes. No. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, mama, gonna stand my ground, yeah, and I won't back down, you know. Well, it won't back down. World keeps always pushing me around, but I won't back down. Say, hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, now, stand my ground, and I won't back down. I won't back down, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hey, mama, I'll stand my ground, and I won't, yeah, won't back down. Gonna leave this world before it gets bad. Going to get bad. It's gonna get really bad the next 6 months, guys. You have no idea. You think this first 6 months was bad? Seriously? So if you're on and you have other songs you want me to try, but we just did 2 Tom, whatever his name is, songs, Petty songs, that I saw and I remembered. Never played them before, but we just did them. Oh, here's another one. I'm seeing these songs. I'm like, I remember this one. Let's see if I can play it. If it's here, nope. They took it away because they're stupid. They're stupid. You don't want me doing the tone here on Real Talk? What's the matter for you? What's the matter for you? What are you, crazy? What are you, out of your friggin' mind? You gotta have a problem with you, I imagine, huh? I mean, there's gotta be something going down with your head. It's Cuomo, okay? I'm here to tell you. You're doing stupid, okay? You're doing stupid very well. You're doing stupid like Fauci's doing expert, okay? You're pretending is what I'm trying to say. Check, how are you, my friend? Listen, guys, head over to YouTube. That's where everybody's got to go. Subscribe and ring the bell. I got to hear how this goes. Hold on, let's see. I got to get into the hook first, I guess. Running down a dream, getting everyone would see. Looking mystery, going wherever it leads. running down dream. Right? What is that? There it is. Of course, I dropped my pick. So anyway, that's Running Down a Dream, which I don't know how it goes, but I just sort of remembered a touch. Okay, you remember a touch, you gotta give it a shot. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I know here. Well, back down, we tried that, it didn't work, okay? Who is this? You're So Bad. I think I know that one, right? You're so bad. I don't know. I can't play that one, guys. I just don't know, okay? I'm going to put something else in if you want to hear it, but for right now, let's do something that I kind of sort of know, okay? Let me see. Dag has the chords. Let me see something. What chords he's talking about here. I'm going to try to play you guys something here, right? So you said F, C minor. Let me try something for you. Alright, what we're going to do is this. We're going to play one more song. I'm going to play the face swap for you guys. Joy, how are you? And then I'm going to kind of dial it down because I got to get up early in the morning. I'll try a jam for you here at the end. Get that jazz guitar out back there. I'm going to rock this song that I wrote called I Adore You, because I do. I think you guys are awesome. Literally the best. I can't wait to start doing more of the format of Zoom calls and communicating off, connecting on some just positivity and getting somewhere. Let me play you a tune here. This is the song called I Adore You. I just love what I do on this. I feel like I need to kick this in. Like, do you guys even hear that? I don't hear that at all. Do you guys even hear that? I don't know if it goes up at all. Who knows? Alright, I'll try. I'll try to play it anyway. I adore you. about me. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes. It's the way that I know everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. And I know that I've been loving you. And I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. I know my heart, I will not be alone, 'cause I adore you.
by your side. It's the way that I feel, I look in your eyes. The way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you, I adore. Said I adore. Yeah. I adore you. I adore you.
For the love of love, I love you. I need you. I know we'll be okay. 'Cause I adore you. I adore you. You guys rock. I think we got to hear and see the trumpet one more time. What do you think? You guys up for it? I think we're up for it. It's got to happen. Here we go.
Hammerlin Jameson coming at you live. Barack Obama about to undercut the...
That's not the right one. This is the right one.
Hammerlin Jameson, live from the studio. Donald J. Trump's about to speak to us about President G and Antifa. Good afternoon. This is a very exciting day for America. Very exciting because there are no more buildings being blown up. No cop cars being flipped over. No rioting in the streets. People trying to protect small businesses being killed. For one tragedy, there have been many more tragedies. I heard today that President G-Hole is really showing his G-Hole-ness. That's right, he wants to be the leader of the New World Order. He wants to take it into the future as one global regime, and you wondered why the Democrats have been pushing so hard against Trump. Because they want to be a bunch of G-holes as well. And we don't need any more G-holes. So, Democrats, if you want to be under the thumb of President G-hole, then get Sleepy Joe Biden in here and see if he could do any better. But bottom line is this. We're winning big league on the rioting. I don't know if you saw, but when I get the National Guard in there, did you see in Minneapolis, they called me for the National Guard. And we took them down. That's what happens with the National Guard. These guys don't play around. They're serious men out there trying to protect the Trumper, protecting the United States of America. This Antifa, these people, they're killing more people and nobody is outraged by it? What world are we? It's like the Twilight Zone here. Oh, wait a second. So all these other people are dying. Nobody cares. A 77-year-old police officer, former police officer, black, former 77, grandfather for somebody, shot by some Antifa scum. That's why they're now enemy number one for Trump.
So I gotta figure out, I'm seeing like everything's peaking on my, why is it like that? Why'd you gotta give me so much peaking, man? I tried not to peak. You're killing me, man. Is it peaking now? It doesn't look like it's peaking anymore, but I brought it down to like negative 18 degrees. What the? How do I have to go so low in order for it to... Did it drop a lot, though? Can you guys still hear me? Like, I don't want it to go over there anymore. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what happens when I do this now. I'm going to put another bit on again. Just see.
Hammerlin
Jameson. Guys, could you still hear me? Let me just check and see if it's still working. It doesn't look like it's working. I think it is, but I don't have the Bluetooth working. It's lower, but does it sound better is the question. Because when you're peaking, it's never a good thing. Just let me know if I should bring it back up so it peaks and sounds like crap, or if it's better that you turn your volume up just a touch and that you get a full experience. This is what it should be like.
Hammerlin Jameson, live from the studio. Donald J. Trump's about to speak to us about President G and...
How's that? Is that any better? I'm hoping it's better because the bottom line is, guys, it was too hot coming out of the thing and to the thing. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, so you think it sounds okay? Do you guys think it sounds okay right now, Mike? Because it sounds okay. I'm going to play it okay, maybe. Okay? Let's see. This was actually from yesterday. Did you guys see this? So you just saw the Trump Antifa bit. This is basically Obama. I don't know if you guys saw this yet. This is pretty serious stuff here. Check this out.
Hammerlin Jameson coming at you live. Barack Obama about to undercut the president.
I want to thank you for tuning in today. I have a lot I want to get through, but Michelle wanted to make sure I get this one point across. Joe Biden will be taking a backseat, taking a siesta, if you will. Michelle will be running instead of Sleepy Joe. Not a good look. So, I think just wise, we give ourselves the best chance. I told you from the beginning that you can't make real change. can't just bring jobs back. He can't get the gas prices to go down. And there's no way to reduce the tax rate 20%. How's it going to do it? I said that in 2015, and as you can see, he hasn't done any of the things he campaigned on. Still paying higher taxes, still dealing with North Korea. I think it probably would be good to vote Michelle and Democrat in November.
Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? Now, the other day, Marianne was on here, and she was saying that she mentioned that. That's where I got the thought. Marianne was like, okay, usher in Michelle Obama at the convention. And she's all of a sudden, and not that this is a surprise, she sounded like me. She goes, Sleepy Joe, the guy can't even string a sentence along. How often do I say that to you guys? The guy can't even string a sentence along. I want to find one of his videos. I should do it where he's like, hey everybody, it's Joe Biden. Look, he does this really awkward smile at the camera. Holly, geez, shucks. I'm wondering if you could help me figure out how much the honeybee is. Yeah, that's right. Like, what are the guy's out of his stupid mind. So anyway, I'm going to play you another bit here because I'm kind of tired, and we'll get a couple more things in here real quick since we're at it, okay? Like, what's this one? The Trump riots. Let's just see what it is. We got to check it out. Let's see what Trump had to say.
Hammerlin Jameson in the studio. Donald J. Trump about to give us an update on the riots. Thank you for joining me for this overview, I guess, of what we're doing to stop the rioting. And as you know, they're not really listening to the Trumper. I told them that looting leads to shooting, but they just keep looting. So if they get shot, fair warning, I told them already. Look, let's be honest, I don't really care about any of you people. I mean, I'm just here, just trying to get through the rest of this year. I can't believe this decade started like this. Well, of course, it's an election year. And they couldn't impeach me. They couldn't get me out with coronavirus. So now the next stop is a race war. All I know is I am the greatest champion in the world for all colors, creeds. I'm the most unracist man on the planet, next to Cuba Gooding Jr.
Next to Cuba Gooding Jr. You can't blame the guy. I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. He's not as racist as that, and that's, I don't think he's racist. So there you go. Look, Trump says a lot of weird stuff, okay? But you got to remember, look through the lines. I watched this movie Hoaxed. Woo! You guys seen that yet? Take the red pill. Swallow that thing. All right? Because bottom line is, people, we're all still taking that blue pill. Most people is just taking that blue pill. They're like, oh, yeah. The other day, someone wanted me to trash Trump. They wanted me to share something that trashed the president. But the thing was, it wasn't the president. It was, there's a celebrity. There's another guy who does a Trump impression very well. And it was him. He dresses up as Trump and goes out. And he sounds just like Trump. Pretty much. Like, I could tell it was him. I watched and I could see also it didn't totally look like Trump. It was a little smaller. But also I could hear his voice. He just missed it a little, you know. And I was like, oh, it's a celebrity impressionist. I was like, well, I would never share that. You know what I mean? I would never share like that's fake news, like something of like someone else pretending to be Trump and getting some bit made out of it. You know what I mean? And my friend was like, who cares? It's the reaction from the person is what's better than the fact that it's really Trump, and, you know, it makes him look bad. And I'm like, I think there's enough people making him look bad. You know, I think at the end of the day, if you watched Hoaxed, you'd see what they did to this guy. It's a smear campaign since the day he walked down the elevator to say he was going to change things up. And they broke out all the things he said along the way and how the media broke it out there and said this is what he really said. He said something about the, you know, the border and the walls, and that they're sending the drug dealers, all that stuff. He goes, and I assume they're also sending some good citizens as well. But they never added that part. They just said, oh, he hates Mexicans and all this crazy stuff. And it wasn't true at all. Like, if you listen to the actual clip, he said he was just talking about how a lot of drugs are coming over the border. A lot of bad people, a lot of criminals. A lot of people are getting killed. They're second offenders. When they were kicked out of the country, they come back. What are they doing here again? And they kill somebody. And he was making a point about that, but people take him out of context. And they take everybody out of context. This is a story about journalists who had a perspective and they were blindsided by a bigger media mogul. And the idea that, guys, you have to understand something. This is misdirection. Misdirection. Let me show you something. So what I want to show you is when I say misdirection, this is what I mean, okay? Let me see. All right. Let's see if I can turn on the BeatSeat cam real quick. I'm going to show you something. Is this working? BeatSeat. Okay, it's taking a second here. Let me just see if I have this. I'm going to show you guys a trick, okay? Let me see. I just need a second here to actually... I haven't done this trick in a very long time. But I created this trick, okay? And this is the thing. Sometimes you come up with a cool trick and you do it. And I figured out a way to make it even better is really what it came down to, okay? But hold on a second. I actually have to set it up a little bit. I'm not that good anymore, guys. It's been a while. Okay, so just take it easy on me, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy. You gotta take it easy on a guy, okay? Do I have it over here? I don't even know if I have the trick. It's like a specific thing I had set up, okay? But it's been a long time since I've done it, okay? Let me just see what we got over there. Is this right? Do we see? All right, we're gonna try it. I'm not sure if it's gonna work because it's been a while. Okay, but here's the concept. I want to show you what I mean by misdirection. So I'm gonna leave the box over here so we can see this. I wonder if I could set this up a little higher. There we go. Nope. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to take two cards. We're going to do this, and we're going to show you how cool this is. So we take the Queen of Spades. This is a card that most people don't like. Okay, you put the Queen of Spades on the table, and then you take a second card. The second card we're going to take is my favorite card, the Seven of Diamonds. Now, the coolest thing is if I rub the Seven of Diamonds on the top of the Queen, check out what happens. Just like that, you see it becomes the Queen. And I'll just show you. So, see that? Now, if I take the Seven of Diamonds and I put it into the middle of the deck, okay, like this, you're seeing it go in. See? Hold on. Let me show you. There it is. Watch, I'm going to put it in like this. Weep. And just like that, all I have to do is just give it a little... You see the Seven of Diamonds comes back up to the top of the deck. Let me show you that again. So I take it, put it in the middle. Let's put it down here, even a little bit lower, so you see it. Let's see if we can get a good look. See? We put it in. Right back up to the top of the deck. See, just like that. It doesn't... It's a little trick. So let me show you even how something cooler. So we take our Seven of Diamonds, and again, I'm going to put it in the middle here. Let me show you. See? Oops, hold on, it fell out. Let me show you again. Seven of Diamonds over here. So I'm going to do this. Seven of Diamonds. You see that? Now look at this. I'm trying to get it in frame there for you. Seven of Diamonds. So here's the final part of the trick. Let me get it for you here. Seven of Diamonds. Let's bring it up to the top of the deck again a final time. Right here. Okay. I'm going to just put it right here on the top of the deck, just so you see it. right here. I'll even show you. Get a queen of diamonds, the 7 of diamonds. Here we go. Keep the top right at the top of the deck, but let me show you something that's even cooler. Ready? Now I want to put it in. I do want to put it in. Okay, let's drop it in here. Okay. You're seeing it. It's going in. Now watch this. This is the best part. Watch this. You see my hands are empty. Besides this, I don't have anything else in my hands.
Hammerlin Jameson.
That's some magic for you. That's some misdirection for you. And that's what they're doing right now to us. They're leading us down this rabbit hole of deception where, oh my goodness, how did the card get there? And how did it go in and flip? And how come it keeps coming up to the top of the deck? And how did it get in the box? And that's my trick. I invented that trick. And basically it's part of David Blaine's trick, and I just took it to a whole new level. David Blaine has that trick where he shows them a card, he has them hold the card, and all of a sudden that card's in his hand, and that card, oh my goodness! Yeah, they learn how to do it. And then I created like a 10x from there. You got a 10x. Got a 10x. It's Grant Cardone. Check it out, Mark. Grant Cardone. We got to go out there and 10x. Make sure you 10x. Yes. So anyway, I created my own magic trick. But the bottom line is this misdirection works this way. Hey, look over here. And while you look here at all this glitz and glamour and look at the shiny keys, all the action's going on off camera over here. And what I learned watching Hoaxed is that if there is a story on the news, make sure you look for the story they don't want you to see. That was very interesting. And here's the other thing that I thought was very, very compelling. How they basically don't care about journalism anymore. They had the guy who runs CNN laughing off. He didn't realize he was being filmed. And he's like, haha, yeah, you learn all this stuff in journalism school about editorial, what do they call it? Ethics. And he goes, and we all giggle about it. We go, haha, isn't that cute? Is it editorial ethics? Oh, isn't that cute? He said those words. Yeah, that's the guy. They said the reason that this is all going, they push the coronavirus because it leads to ratings. It leads to more money, more ad space for them. It's all a pile of crap. And I'm wondering who along the line pushed these people to call everything a COVID case. That's what I want to know. Who called everything a COVID case? That's what I'm like still trying to figure that out. That blows my mind as well. And I don't think we'll ever figure that out. I don't think we'll ever figure that out at all. Just because there's too much information, that's too much misinformation. That is our new enemy, is the misinformation of society. They're trying to trick us. They're tricking us with their silliness. They're tricking us all the way, right, guys? And the bottom line is we could be tricked if we choose to be, or we could decide to take this entire thing to a whole new level on our own. And that's what I would say we do, right? I mean, why not? Why don't we just, instead of, here's the thing I was saying earlier, 99.9% of the people were peaceful protesters. Then you had these bunch of jerks from Antifa that go out there and create havoc and mayhem in order to justify their need, which is to basically say that America's terrible. You know what? America's amazing. I love America. And you should too. And if you don't, get the F out. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's how I feel. And this is a country you should love. Anyway, let me try something here. I'm going to try one more for you. I gave you a little bit better of a look. So just because I want, everybody's like, oh, well, you got it. It's all sevens. Is it really all sevens? Okay, let's do another one then. Let's try it again. You want to try? This is a 10. There's a 10 of diamonds. I got a lot of diamonds, I guess, huh? It just seems to be the ones that are coming on over there. So anyway, here's the idea. I want to say that you can do the same trick multiple ways. Most people think, oh, you just have to have like a deck of sevens. No, you don't. You could do, let's check this out. So here is the 9 of spades. We'll put the 9 of spades on top of the deck right here. That's a good way of doing it, because then you could see it happen in real time. Watch this. This is the best part. Just over the top like that. Do you see what happens? The 9 of spades is right here. And this is the Queen of Diamonds. Now this is kind of cool. Let's take the, well, I got our 9 of spades. Let's put the 9 of spades back on the top. Got the Queen of Spades, Queen of Diamonds here. Put the Queen of Diamonds into the middle of the deck, remember? That's the trick. Okay, look, Queen of Diamonds. I got to show a darker card on the bottom. It just looks better because... Okay. So we drop this in, the Queen of Diamonds, and then all of a sudden to the top, you remember the trick. The trick, because the thing just comes right back up to the top of the deck, the Queen of Diamonds. Drop it over here again. And this time... Okay. 9 of spades. So it's just a crazy trick, guys, but at the end of the day, it's misdirection. When you misdirect people, they feel like they're getting the right information. They feel all so warm and fuzzy. Hey, look over here. Did you see the little bunny over here jumping around while they're stealing the gold out of your pocket? And that's what the Democrats have been doing forever. And I thought it was an interesting thing. Marianne had this... I come up with a lot of funny things like poison and Urigol and Fluhan. And those are the things I come up with, She came up with Democrats. Never heard that before. And I'm starting to understand that perspective because she said the people that should theoretically be standing up for the rights of Americans were typically the Democrats. And she said that's the opposite now. They want to destroy human rights. They want to destroy the rights of Americans. And it's the completely flipped situation. They're about negativity and destroying everything good. I'm flipping my cards over here. This is kind of fun. I haven't done that in a while. Where you do the... Oh, I was trying to do a flipperoo. You ever done the flipperoo before? Where it goes... I think you need a piece of felt for that. You gotta have some felt, okay? Gotta have some gefilte fish. All right? So, look, I used to do some magic tricks, and those were some of the cool tricks I did. A lot of card tricks, a little bit of levitation. Floated once, just once, okay? And I thought it was interesting that I think Jesus may have been an entertainer in a way. Because I think he was asleep. Everybody was asleep that night on the boat. And all of a sudden they got just kind of, he's out on the water. And they're like, oh, someone wakes up. They're like, he's walking on water. And Jesus is like, he got out of the boat to try to push the boat along because they hit a sandbar. And so he's pushing the boat along. He's like, yeah, look at me. I'm walking on water. I think it was just really a trick. It was a misdirection. He just went with it. He's like, look, there's a sandbar. That was a stupid joke I used to say. But realistically, some of the tricks that Chris Angel does are ridiculous. I love that dude. And Blaine. Lots of good stuff. There's this other dude now who is basically the man with cards. I don't know if you've seen this dude. He's been on America's Got Talent. I think he's the best guy I've ever seen. He does some stuff I don't even understand. And here's the thing, there's no such thing as magic, so I don't know how he's doing any of this stuff. It's completely insane. Like have you guys seen this dude? His name's like Jin Cho or something, and he's just like ridiculous. Everything he does, I'm just like, I want to follow this dude and just not watch anything but this dude just trick people. He's a complete wizard. And it's not real, but he's doing it and making it look real. He does this thing with the smoke thing, because you can do like this crushed ice thing and make it look like smoke, okay? But he's the master of it. And he's doing crazy stuff like, oh, look, yeah, I have it here in my... I just took a poo, and let me just sift through it. And look, oh, look, there's your card. It's a spider that came out, and it spoke. Like, the dude is nuts. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Guy's out of his freaking mind awesome. Anyway, who's on over on Foch? If you have a chance, head over to YouTube, subscribe, and ding the bell. We've been on for an hour and 43 minutes. 143 means I love you in many, many different societies and worlds and languages. And to me, it does as well. And I want to say that. I love you, each and every one of you on this planet. And I wish that we could all find that in ourselves. I wish that we could all kind of separate ourselves from what we hear on the negatube and really listen to what our hearts truly say. And I believe what they truly say, hey, I know you. That's what I think it's like. Literally, you could just walk and see anybody and just have a conversation. You'd be like, hey, wait a second. I know you. You're me. There's a time in my life where I felt exactly the same thing that she's feeling or that he's feeling. I used to do this pretty cool thing. I don't know if you've ever done this, where you'd sit there and just kind of visualize what it's like to be that person looking out of their eyes at whatever they're looking at in that moment. And I would see a look on their face, and I would look at the look in their eyes, the gleam in their eyes. And all of a sudden I would place myself there and just look and almost have like and again, this is part of the empath thing, but I have like a spiritual connection to whatever they were feeling in that moment. And it's something that I did for a while, which was pretty cool. I haven't really done it in a while, but I used to like doing that. And I wonder if these are just powerful things our minds can do in order to separate ourselves from reality for a moment, or if we truly can do that and truly can feel the emotion of that person in that moment. I often felt like I could, but I'm just not sure if it's true or not, or if it's just me imagining it. You know, these are a lot of things that I uncover on the show, but I never really studied. I didn't study any of this stuff in school that I talk about. I just get into what my heart tells me and what the universe is displaying through me, you know, and at the end of it, we get somewhere. We usually get somewhere. We usually find our way to some really exciting stuff, you know, and honestly, tonight at 12:47, I'm very, very tired. It's been the end of a long week, but tomorrow, SNL. We're going to rock it out on SNL. Don't forget that, okay? And send your requests. Denise sent me a bunch I have to get through tomorrow, listen to. And I really appreciate you guys, especially the fact that we've been kind of blasting along here. What was that stat I saw earlier that was kind of cool? I'm not going to be able to find it right now. But YouTube it, subscribe and ding the bell. Tomorrow I'll be live around 10 o'clock, 10:15, and we're going to get down. I got to just work on some stuff. You know what I'll tell you. So this is what I was going to get back to earlier. So here we go, by the way. It's an hour 46. It's about to become a 4-hour show. I should not have done this, but I'm about to. So, pizzas. I've been making pizzas. And I love these pizzas I've been making because I found the pepperoni from Pepe's. Okay. So I'm cutting these pepperonis down. I'm putting them on the little thing in the oven, getting them all crispy. And I figured out how to make 3 pizzas out of each dough I get. Like I'm making the thin. You guys ever gone to Colony Pizza in Fairfield or in Stamford? John, if you're still on, John, have you ever been to Colony? I know John has. Colony has this super thin crust, okay, on the bottom. It's like really crispy and thin, right? That's how I make my pizzas. The difference is Colony's pizzas taste like box, like literally cardboard, and mine taste insanely good. I haven't been there in a long time, but that's what my son said. It was so funny. We went there. My son was like 2. And we're like, yeah, we're going to go to Colony. I think there's this hot oil pizza. I love it. And my son goes, no, I don't like, can we go to Pepe's? I don't like that place. He was maybe 3. It tastes like box. And I was like, what? What is he talking about, box? He's not old enough to know what that is. What is he talking about? So he was like, yeah, it tastes like a cardboard box. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're right. If you think about it, the taste of the Colony pizza kind of has like a cardboard box taste to it. It's weird. And so basically I'm making them razor thin, and I'm making 3 pizzas per dough. Well, by pizza 2, we're kind of sort of full. So the last couple times I've been making the 3rd, getting it on that little rack thing. It's a 12-inch pizza dough maker thing, and slide it into the fridge for tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking it's a little 12:45 right now. Maybe I should toss it into the oven now. What do you think, huh? Maybe I should have a little late night pizza? No, just kidding. I would have no interest in eating a full pizza. But tomorrow I'm going to crack that thing in there around like 11. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should eat it tonight. I'm going to be out all day tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Definitely not making it tonight, though. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no freaking way. But I'm thinking about it. I made it. I'm thinking about the pizza, which is a good thing. I have to figure out when to make it tomorrow. Maybe the moment I walk in the door, I'll preheat that oven tomorrow, and I'll toss it in the oven. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to slice up some pepperoni. And like I said, guys, I got the secret pepperoni. Everybody's trying to figure out what the pepperoni is from Pepe's. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got the secret recipe. All right, you're just gonna give me a little DM and I'll shoot you the information. Okay, it's like there was this place in New Canaan called Deli on Elm, and if John's still on, he remembers the Deli on Elm as well. And the Deli on Elm had the best chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce. Okay. The barbecue sauce was this tangy barbecue sauce, but it also had a little kick to it. It was so good. Because it didn't have that gross smoky flavor that most barbecue flavors had. It was just like right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? I figured that one out, though. That's right. It took me about 17 years, but I figured out the barbecue sauce that they used to use at Deli on Elm. That's right. Now I can make chicken nuggets and throw that on it. It's the exact barbecue sauce that they used at Deli on Elm. And Deli on Elm closed in like 97, 98. And we always used to talk about their chicken nuggets and their sauces. They had honey mustard sauce was awesome, and their barbecue sauce was one of a kind. Now it's two of a kind because I found it. Oh yeah. Unless they always use the same one, I'm not really sure, but I definitely ate the heck out of it. I have a little bit of it upstairs. And tomorrow I got to stop and get more of the pepperoni on the way home because I'm starting to run out. I ate all the pepperoni in a day, in a 2 days period, okay? I didn't realize it was the right pepperoni, okay? I try them. I'll go in, I'm like, oh, there's no pepperoni. Let me try that one. Oh, that one looks like it could be the one. It's so funny how I do that. Like, I've been doing that for a while. I'll go and I'll see a new pepperoni. I'll be like, let me check that one out. Maybe see if that's the one. Maybe Pepe's knows those people. Somehow they're getting that pepperoni, you know? And so I got this one, and I'm like, it looks like it could be the right one. It's the right size. Let me just give it a little taste of roux. So I crisp a little up, throw it into the oven. It's a little tin foil. I got it out after a couple of minutes. I said, hey, son, get over here. Guinea pig, get over here. Let's try this together. So he takes a little, I take a little, we have a little fun, you know. He goes, Dad, that's the pepperoni from Pepe's. I said, yeah, I know. It's the same pepperoni from Pepe's Pizzeria. And we're going to do it at Mark's Pizzeria every freaking night while we're in quarantine, okay? I'm making pepperoni pizza. I know it's not the best thing in the world for you, though, so I probably shouldn't have a lot of it. But it's stupid good, guys. Like, I made a calzone of it. That was the ultimate. Yesterday, I had a little bit left of the dough, so I made a calzone. I'm going to make a calzone. And what I want to do next is make a pepperoni, like, log. You ever seen those? You go to a place, they're like, hey, check out a pepperoni stick. Yeah, I want to make a pepperoni stick. Can we do that? A pepperoni stick. I'm going to make it all crispy first, though, because they usually don't. They put just pepperoni inside. It's a little warm, but it's still, like, it's like giggy, you know what I mean? I want a crispy pepperoni in there, and then cheese smothered over the top, maybe even a little regat. But I'm just saying, if you don't do it that way, I'm gonna kick it back to you and tell you gotta do it right, okay? And then I'm gonna, that's all I'm down, you know. I've always said there was one thing I wanted to make. To me, it was the ultimate. If I could figure out how to get that exact pepperoni, all right, is to take all of the pepperoni in the world, right? And you pile it up. But each layer you put a ton of mozzarella on top, okay? So you do a little layer and you do mozzarella on top, and you do another layer over there of the pepperoni. And then you do a mozzarella. And then you do another layer of the pepperoni, all right? And then more of the mozzarella. And then you cook it. Okay? But you got it all crispy first. That's what I have to do first, sorry. Crispy, then the cheese, and then you put it into a grinder, and that's the friggin' sandwich. It's like a meatball sandwich, but with pepperoni. And you do it with the crispy pepperoni. Okay, so we got a little kick to it. You may have to stop at Donald Trump's gold toilet on the way home, but it's going to be the greatest thing you ever had in your life, especially if you crisp up that grind. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in my mind. So now that I know what the pepperoni is, I'm going to freaking do that. You guys know that, right? I'm absolutely doing that with the pepperoni. Oh, you guys are awesome. Listen, I will see you tomorrow. What am I freaking talking about? Pepperoni? I'm talking about pepperoni? This is real talk. It's so funny, guys. I really love doing this. I love like that you guys keep, hanging out with me because I really just don't know what the heck I'm going to do. Just to spend 4 minutes talking about pepperoni. The freak, man. What the hell is... Like, what the heck are we talking about? Sometimes Dice takes over. It's like, it's Face. Sometimes Face takes over the show. He just has a couple things he wants to say. Sometimes Face wants to just kind of get involved, Sometimes it's all about Face. Sometimes Face wants to get involved in the program. He wants to say hello to his friends. He's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? How dare you? My Face's falling off. How dare you? Hey, Kato, remember the time we were on the Real Talk show and my face kept falling? Yeah, that's right. You saw that episode too, right? Friggin' moron over there. Elbowing the Face. That's right. You guys didn't see that I'm running for president? This is what's happening over there.
I tell you I'm worried about in the 2020 elections. It's that Dick Face. Have you heard about him? He's going to be fantastic. Yep, bingo. You told me about him, didn't you? I have to thank you.
If Michelle's not running, I'm voting for Dick Face.
Running for Dick Face. Guys, you gotta understand something. I've been alive every day since my mother kicked me out of the womb. How dare she? How dare she kick Face out of the womb? I was in there working on a puzzle. Friggin' lady. I'm like the last chapter of a book. You see how to tie your shoelaces, okay? Crazy thing is I could never find that exact book again, I had to learn the wrong way. First. It's my ma for you. Anyway, Face's kind of out of his mind. I don't have the energy for Face tonight, guys. I really don't have the energy for anything right now. I did 4 hours the other day because Marianne was killing it with me for 3 hours and 18 of it. And then I played for another 45. Because this is what we do on the show. We're going to bring the freaking titanium on a daily. Okay? Wake up every day and say, I'm going to do better than I did yesterday. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to blow the heck out of today. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I seem to be okay now as far as the volumes are concerned, but it was going into the red a lot, which is usually not a good thing, because it starts to sound like crap. You know what I mean? This is me here. Second, guys. Dag says that virus crap has officially been busted as a 100% hoax. I gotta know, is that true? Have they figured out that it's all been a big lie to the people? Look, they've been telling me one thing, but it was all just to get me out. They said, look, we'll get him out of office. We're going to find out for sure. Are you serious? But are they out there like, is that the narrative for like news stations? Or are they still saying that it's the coronavirus is really bad? Because I gotta know. Guys, we were supposed to go off the air 27 minutes ago. I told you this was gonna freaking happen. You don't realize. Let's see what happens when I go on to YouTube or over on Yahoo. Yahoo, which is typically a left-leaning, right? Oh my goodness! Look at this. Sleepy Joe Biden clinches the Democratic nomination. When did that? I thought that had already happened. Sleepy Joe Biden clinches the Democratic nomination. The former vice president will now face a bruising contest with President Trump, and will. I saw it play out against the backdrop of a wild 2020. That's insane. I mean, why the hell are they putting this guy in there? Do you know what he reminds me of? Do you guys ever seen the Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld is a bit. Okay, it's not my bit. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not my bit. But Jerry Seinfeld has this bit about how the guy in the luge, he could be a guy who doesn't even realize he's in the luge. You're like, hey, where am I going, buddy? Like, hey, buddy, you're in the luge. And like, he gets a gold medal. He didn't even realize he's in the luge. That's Joe freaking Biden. They're just like, there you go. Hold on a second. I just got something here from Dag. Let's see if I wonder if I can pull this in. I can. Dag, you kill it. Watch this, buddy. You're going to love what I got here because this is Dagger. Dagger gave us the goodness right here. Woo-wee! You guys want to see some good stuff right here? This is because of the Dag. Dag just hooked us up. Let's see what we got. Ready? What? Let's see. Here we go. We're going to refresh it. There it is, guys. This is whatever Dag just sent over to me. Oh, I can't seem to find that page. That didn't work for me. Hold on. I may have put it in twice. I'm pretty sure I did. Is it Fauci? Okay, here we go. Coronavirus. Oh my goodness. Let's read it. Let's read it with the Dagger right here. Dag gave us the inside scoop. So let's see if we can just zoom in here. All right. Let's see if I can even see this on the screen. I'm going to click it on here. All right. Wow. Okay, so basically, coronavirus hype, biggest political hoax in history. Now, is this opinion? Oh, analysis/opinion. There's analysis here, though. The new coronavirus is real. The response to the coronavirus is hype. And in time, the hype will be revealed as politically hoaxed. Well, thank you. You're finally coming out to say this. The Washington friggin' Times is actually saying something correct. How about that, people? How about that, people? The coronavirus is real. The response to the coronavirus is hyped. And in time, the hype will be revealed as politically hoaxed. In fact, the COVID-19 will go down as one of the political world's biggest, most shamefully overblown, overhyped, overly and irrationally inflated, and outright deceptively flawed responses to a health matter in American history. One that was carried largely on the lips of medical professionals who have no business running the national something because the Post-Times jerks just blocked my screen and I can't exactly see what it says below, Tommy. Let's see if we can get there. We're gonna scroll a little lower there, Bill. Just give me a second and let's see if we can get to the good stuff. It's important for you guys to understand that it's probably not going to tell us much more. In fact, here we go. Top stories. Drew Carey's son. Hold on a second. Top stories. Richmond police chiefs say rioters blocked firefighters from burning homes with child inside. Coronavirus hype. Biggest political hoax in history. Drew Carey's son 11 says he's helped start fire during anti-Trump protest. Let's go to the real tab. Let's get to it. Let's see if we can get some information on it. Dr. Fauci, do you have any information for us on the situation? Well, I think we still have to consider doing our social distancing. I haven't been out in the public eye lately because I think it's important for us to continue to stay inside in quarantine. Jerk. Well, Mary M did say that it's all a hoax, but I wanted to see if anybody actually came out to say it legitimately, because she doesn't get the coverage she should. And of course, somebody out there is getting that coverage. They shouldn't. It should be hers. She deserves the credit because she had the thought. And, I got to say that kind of bothers me. If you think about it, that people why not let people just put a show on? And, if someone's enjoying the show, let it happen. What's with you guys being jokes out there, huh? I'm going to control a narrative. They're all doing that. And I just have one thing to say to these chuchios. This is basically actually Norm. Check this out. You're going to like this, hopefully. Maybe you won't, but I do.
Hey, yeah, it's a scary world we live in when they're calling Norm Macdonald to be anarchist. Yeah, I got a weird call today from Antifa. Yeah, hey Norm, we saw you in the movie Dirty Work, and we have some dirty work for you. I see, for hire? We're looking for some professional anarchists. Yeah, I think you may be our guy. Look, I appreciate the call, but what are you paying? After a short back and forth, I negotiated a figure. My wife said, you can't do that, Norm. You're working for Trump. You're not going to be able... It's a conflict of interest. I said, did you see the benefits? Did you see what they're paying?
I love that bit. Now, here's another one I love. Check this out.
Haberlin Jameson live from the studio. We have an exclusive from Joe Biden. It's a Trump commercial.
Now, look, I know I've been saying things a little awry lately, but I have one statement for you today. I'm standing on my record. My record for being a racist, lying Biden. That's right. Now, look, poor kids are just as smart as white kids. 4 different people are going to be smart. And look, if you got questions about whether you're going to vote me or Trump, then you ain't black. What did he just say? I could say whatever I want and people will let me get away with it. Sleepy, sneaky, sleazy Joe Biden. Lying with Biden. That's right. Look, final plea. I'm Jill's husband, smoking Joe Biden. I'm running for hall monitor. Give me a look over. You don't like what you see, then vote for the other Biden. I'm standing by my record, and I'm going to beat Joe Biden. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Love that. Trump commercial. He approves this message. How funny is that? I really want to play the bit with Soros. You know what? Look, if I get booted here, guys, from Facebook, head over to YouTube, and I'm going to try to fight Facebook afterwards because they're a bunch of chooches. But we're going to play it because it's a funny bit. Here we go. Dr. Soros. Dr. Evil Soros. It's even better than that. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news. Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him.
I freaking love that bit, too. I'm looking at it on the screen. I just love it. It just turns into freaking Palpatine. I love it. Palpatine. Soros is Palpatine. The first time I heard him talk, he's like, well, we got to... I was like, dude, he's freaking Palpatine. What the hell? Taking over the solar system right there. Bring Trump Walker to me. I'll turn him, or I will kill him in the streets with my electric shock therapy. Anyway, listen, guys. It's hard for me to leave when you want to hang out with me still, because I will still hang out with you. And I see Dag has something here. New evidence out of Austria that proves the novel coronavirus 2019 was created by modifying viruses in a bioweapons laboratory. Well, you know what? Dag, you've been on the show for a bit. I've been saying that since the beginning, that this was not necessarily created in a lab, but it was modified in a lab after I saw Dr. Berkowitz, or whatever I think her name was. Miskowitz, whatever her name was, Markowitz. She killed it. She came out right at the beginning of this. Oh, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy. But that doctor came out right at the beginning of this and said, this is a modified novel coronavirus. And also the lady Spider-Woman, Batwoman, she freaking works there at Wuhan. And she said, I think this is from our lab. And then there's a story that a few years ago, that lab was held in they basically defunded them because they were the sloppiest. There was just viruses all over the place. They weren't being clean. Thanks, buddy. And so my bottom line would be this. It's all shadow. Here's what I said from the beginning, Dag, and I will believe this to be true. There's never been a president that stood up to China before. I know there are people who say, oh, he didn't really stand up to him. He keeps doing this and he backs off. He's still the first guy who's put their foot down and said, you're going to do better, dude. We're not going to continue to do things the way it's been done. We're making a change. Nobody's ever said that before to China. They're like, okay, let's just you keep over there. I'll stay over here. And in 4 years, well, hopefully you won't start a fight with us. And Trump went right in after he got in. He's like, I'm going to go in and start crap with everybody. He went into NATO. He was like, look, you guys all have to pay your fair share. If you don't pay your fair share, we're going to walk. Let's be honest. The United States of America basically foots the entire bill for NATO. For NATO. And I see people like Russia, people like Saudi Arabia that has more money than drinking. I don't know, more money than Bezos. They're hiding it under their mattresses. I know it. I'm pretty sure they dug a hole in the desert. It was like quicksand. And they put it in the quicksand because there's no end in sight. And they're still overflowing out of the quicksand. That's how much money the Saudis have. So, big league, they should definitely pay their fair share, you know. So he did that. He went in there. He elbowed people in the face. He went into North Korea. He was like, hey, stupid little super rocket guy. Let's have a conversation. How about this? Elbow in the face. You ever heard of the art of the deal? I heard you read it. Did you learn anything? No? Okay, I'm going to teach you a few things right now. Okay, this is called the art of the Donald. Okay, I win, you lose, big league. And that's what happens, right, Matt? And basically, bottom line is this. Donald J. Trump. The guy freaking did everything he said he was going to do, guys. That's the bit. Matt just tuned in. He's got to see it. Matt, this is today's bit. I'm proud of these bits, guys. I put them together on a daily basis. And honestly, even today, right before I did this one, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not going to be any good tonight. And then...
Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. Donald J. Trump's about to speak to us about President G and Antifa. Good afternoon. This is a very exciting day for America. Very exciting because there are no more buildings being blown up. No cop cars being flipped over. No rioting in the streets. People trying to protect small businesses being killed. For one tragedy, there have been many more tragedies. I heard today that President G-Hole is really showing his G-Holeness. That's right, he wants to be the leader of the New World Order. He wants to take it into the future as one global regime. And you wondered why the Democrats have been pushing so hard against Trump? Because they want to be a bunch of G-holes as well. And we don't need any more G-holes. So, Democrats, if you want to be under the thumb of President G-hole, then get Sleepy Joe Biden in here and see if he could do any better. But bottom line is this. We're winning big league on the rioting. I don't know if you saw, but when I get the National Guard in there, did you see it? In Minneapolis, they called me for the National Guard. And we took them down. That's what happens with the National Guard. These guys don't play around. They're serious men out there trying to protect the Trumper, protecting the United States of America. This Antifa, these people, they're killing more people and nobody is outraged by it? What world are we? It's like the Twilight Zone here. Oh, wait a second. So all these other people are dying. Nobody cares. A 77-year-old police officer, former police officer, black, former 77, grandfather for somebody, shot by some Antifa scum. That's why they're now enemy number one for Trump.
I'm back with some food for myself so we can keep going, guys. You might keep this party going. I'm going. I wanted to bring myself some eats. I'll keep dropping some stuff for you. So Matt wants to hear some conspiracy theory stuff. Okay, Matt, here's the conspiracy theory. Trump put the nails to China for the first time ever. China says to themselves, look, we can't deal with this guy. We got to get him out of office. Okay? How do we get him out of office? Here's how we do it. We're going to sign this deal with him, okay? But we know we have access to these viruses. We're going to put into this deal that if anything happens, like a pandemic, global catastrophe, God, something act of God, we can back out of the deal. Now, if we do this right, this will get us to about halfway through the year, okay? So what we do is this, we drop this virus out there and we show the world that it's such a dangerous thing that we shut down our cities for like 2 months. That 2 months gets us until April. That gets them starting from April, May, June. Okay, now we're halfway through the year. Guess how close we are now to November, to the election. They're going to consider Trump the bad guy, so now he looks bad already. And then all of a sudden, now you have this other, the left over here that wants to get this guy out since day one. They've been creating this narrative. Again, if you watch Hoaxed, you'll see this has been a smear campaign from the beginning. People used to like Trump. The media used to like Trump. As soon as they saw he was going to change the country and it doesn't fit the narrative that they want, they completely smeared him. And they've been doing it since, to the point that people say the most ridiculous things that aren't true about him. Because you could take one little snippet and you can make anybody sound like anything. Bulldogs, how are you, my friend? Let me do this. I'm going to play you guys a clip here. But bottom line, there's a lot going on here, guys, that we're finding out in real time. And Dag is helping us out with it. But let me play you a clip here so I can eat this while it's still fresh. What do we got here? How about this one about voting? This is a Trumper thing here. We're doing some Trump bits for you.
Hammerl and Jameson coming at you live from the studio. Donald Trump about to sign an executive order. Thank you very much for joining me. This is a very exciting moment for me. I'm signing the executive order that is going to put the handcuffs on all the social media platforms. I don't need to mention them. You know who they are. We talk about the giants, the biggest ones out there, and they've been censoring the Trumper. And any time one of these conglomerates decides to become an editor, then they face the wrath of Trump. And it's very, very powerful, my wrath. So I think it's very important that you understand another detail. Voting by mail Who the hell wants to do this? First of all, how much corruption are we talking about now? Just little? A little? I think we're talking about total corruption. Oh, look, Tom Niederman. He voted for Biden. Sir Tom Niederman died in 1943. He was a war hero. I believe this is the same premise from the movie Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade, where they do voter fraud to try to beat Trump. But I won't let it happen. They actually have a new strategy. It's called the full court press. It's going to be a fair press. That's why it's a pun on the word press. Full court press, you get it? So anyway, we're going to stop the fake news. We will control the narrative. I will censor them before they can censor me.
I can't believe I think of these things. I'm just watching it with you guys. I'm like, what? This is insane. This one I wanted to play for you too. This I thought was pretty, a little clever. Here we go.
Hammerlin Jameson in the studio. Donald Trump about to speak to us, leaving the Who high and dry. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. I wanted to share a few important pieces of business. One, for example, is the Who.
The what?
No, not the what. The Who. The Who is on the outs. I don't want to work with an organization that's in the back pocket of China. And President Xi-Hol, he knows better, but he keeps taking advantage of Trump. And he's a Xi-Hol. We're no longer having a relationship with the WHO. I've had enough of their tomfoolery. I've had enough of their shenanigans. I'm saying goodbye to the Who. What? No, not the what. I'm telling you, we're walking away from the Who.
Mr. President. I love that little extra bit there. What do you guys think about Hammerlin Jameson? I created a character. I gotta dress up as him because I got a bunch of extra mustaches and stuff that I purchased when I didn't know about the FaceSwap stuff yet. I thought I was gonna have to do it myself on camera, dressed as all these different people. Be like Facce, I created the character. I'm actually dressing as him, but I did have an idea because I have all these other mustaches. I think Hammerlin Jameson, he has a mustache. We won't get fooled again. The crazy thing is they will keep trying, buddy. They will keep trying to fool us. We may have to get Mary M on in order to discuss what's happening with this hoax. All right, so here, let's do another one. Social media Trump. What's this one about?
It's Hammerlin Jameson, Fox News. We're about to be joined with Donald Trump live. Let's hear what he has to say. I sent out a tweet. And all of a sudden, I'm looking back through all of my responses, and I see this, get the facts. I'm like, Melania, look at this, Melania. They're saying get the facts. I'm giving them the facts. I'm Donald J. Trump. And then you lay out your own little narrative there with a little picture of Sleepy Joe Biden. Right there in the corner, you see Sleepy Joe. So I have a problem here because they're not letting the facts out. They're stopping the facts from reaching the people, and so the fake news media could control the real story. Wait, hold on, I want to get this right. So they're fake news, and now when people actually put out the real news, they could just put a little exclamation point over it and say, this was taken down because it's not truth. Everything they say online, they're lies all over the place. They're throwing the lies everywhere. And the fake news can now take real news and say, nope, get the facts. Well, I've got the facts for you. Donald J. Trump is going to win Big League, and I'm going to put the slap down on Twitch and on Twitter and Facebook. I'm going to call Zuckerberg right now and tell him, hey, buddy, you zuck. That's right. And if you try to stop the Trump, you can face the wrath of Trump. I went into a business transaction with James Cameron. That's right, we're doing The Wrath of Trump. And it's going to be a story about how I put the slap down on all the social media companies. It's coming out in 2021 in theaters as soon as coronavirus subsides. Do you have a question over there? What do you got?
Yes, Mr. President. Have you made any contact with President Xi?
Well, look, President Xi has not answered my phone calls. It may not be good that I left a voicemail for him and told him he was a Xi-hole. But I am holding out hope that he's going to call and say, look, Donald, I'm sorry. How about you? What do you got?
Yes, will you be closing the borders to Brazil and other countries?
Very interesting question. Well, look, we're shutting off borders to all ports. I don't want anybody coming in, even from Port St. Lucie. So we're going to stop because coronavirus is finally on the down. All I can tell you is that I'm going to drop a hammer on every social media platform. They're going to feel the wrath of Trump.
Here's my theory, guys. First of all, everybody's saying, oh, coronavirus is over. Do you guys realize we're going to see double the amount of deaths because of what happened this last week? You had a man die like in an evil fashion. This entire planet agreed. And then you had a lot of people protest peacefully. They should have been protesting for Breonna Taylor. This is what I'm hearing the story about this lady who they killed her while she was in her bed. And it was the wrong person. They went in there while she was in her bed and shot her like all this, and she died. So that's the one I think we should be really upset at. I've just found out that this guy, George Floyd, had been arrested like many times. He was in jail for like a few years. He robbed someone at gunpoint who was pregnant and had his friend hold the gun to the lady's belly while he robbed the house to try to find something. He wasn't a good guy. Like, I know everybody's trying to paint him in this picture like he was this like hero. He wasn't a hero. He was a criminal. In fact, he was doing something. He was a criminal act. The thing is, they killed him. It was wrong what they did. But if they didn't kill that man, he was being arrested and would have been in jail right now. Nobody's talking about that. But after I saw this information from Candace Owens, I realized, holy cow, they were taking him to jail. They just messed up and killed him. He was on drugs. And he dropped fentanyl, and he said he couldn't breathe before he even got out of the car. And so that's, basically you have to keep that in mind. There's a lot going on. And it's mostly to get us to believe that this guy was like a saint. He's a hero in the community. Great man. And what a horrible thing that happened. What about Breonna Taylor? What about all the other people that are dying? They said some crazy stat. Since George Floyd died, who was a criminal, by the way, there have been there was a 4-year-old black girl who was shot and killed just yesterday in like the streets in Chicago. And no one's talking about that. No one's out there. Black Lives Matter for the 5-year-old girl who's there with her mother in the street and got gunned down. No, that's not newsworthy, guys. It's not newsworthy. What's newsworthy is a 5-time felon who was passing counterfeit bills, got arrested, and while he was arrested, they just did it wrong, and they killed him. If they had just arrested him without putting his knee in his neck, he may have still died because it was heart failure, but it was also because he was asphyxiation. But the bottom line is the guy may still be here, but he was going to jail. They were bringing him to jail. Doesn't make it any different. Police brutality, police injustice, they're there to help us. He's supposed to be. When the guy said he couldn't breathe, they needed to help him up, help him breathe. They did this code 3. They called in, they said, look, this guy needs medical assistance. We have a code 3. And they waited 9 minutes for the EMS to arrive. And while they waited, they didn't try to help him. They said most times a police officer will call for a code 3. They'll do their own manual attempt to try to help. They had him on his stomach, and 2 officers, one on his legs, one on his belly, one on his back, down to pushing it on his stomach so he couldn't breathe that way. And then this guy's on his neck, Derek Chauvin, or whatever his name is. It's a horrible act. Nobody out there was like, oh yeah, that was a good thing. It was a horrible act. Nobody should ever be treated that way, whether you're a criminal or not. But to paint the narrative that's a Rhodes Scholar from, I mean, they didn't say it, but that's how they act. And it's not right. Say it for what it is. It's a horrible act, a horrible situation, and it's happening day in and day out all over this country, and it's not necessarily about race. It's a police brutality thing, and that is a more important thing, I think, right now. I didn't grow up with race as an issue. I know everybody says that. Like, I had a friend today who says, oh, yeah, well, everybody says, well, I have black friends, and I'm not racist because, I'm like, look, I don't understand why people put so much merit and hold so much on the skin color of somebody. I grew up thinking that it's about the acts on somebody's behalf. It's the way that people treat each other. If someone has a light coming out of their hearts that's bright, and they can have the darkest skin, but the light coming out of their hearts makes me feel warm like the sun, and that's my best friend on the planet. My best friends and people I want to spend time with are the ones that make me feel great. They have a light coming out of their hearts. I don't care what their skin looks like. I'm looking for good people. And I think it's a weird thing how everybody's trying to stereotype a certain person to be a certain way. We are all different. There are great people in every single race. There are amazing people in every single ethnicity. And there are rotten people in every single ethnicity and race. It's just a fact. The thing is, can you find people that you can really love life with and appreciate life with and add something to their life? Is that something you can find within you? And to me, like I said, I'm looking for people to further my experience in life and offer me another strong moment. You know what I mean? Something to take to tomorrow and remember. So that's what I thank you guys for. But that's what I think it's about. It's about seeking that. Stronger moments and people bringing it to you as well. You got to be open to it. The light will just do so much, guys. But the darkness has nothing to do with skin color. It has to do with what's coming out of someone's heart. It's the best way I could say it. Same thing with light. My best friends on this planet, there are people who have light coming out of their hearts. I don't know how else to say it. Skin color is nothing. In fact, I personally believe that every single person is so beautiful because their skin color is theirs, because their soul is theirs, because they offer something to this planet that nobody else offers. And when I think that you guys are categorizing and stereotyping people down to a color when they have so much complexity, they have so much uniqueness within them and something that they're going to offer and bring to this planet that's going to help this world. And instead of you guys fostering that, you're holding them back. You're slowing them down from their dream and from their mission. Oh, you can't do it because of your skin color. You can't do it because of your skin. Stupid. You're all stupid that want to talk about race. Race is not the problem. It is one race. We are a human race, and give us 6 million years, guys. All of our skin color will be exactly the same. It's just, it hasn't been enough time yet. So you racists go and pound sand. It's the color coming out of someone's whole heart and soul. That's what I care about. That's all I care about. And I swear, guys, you have a smile on your face and you approach me and you really mean it. I feel it. I feel that smile. I'm not looking at your skin color. I'm looking at that smile, that energy coming at me. That's what I'm in love with or not liking. If someone comes at me with attitude or with energy that's like negative, I'm feeling that too. I don't care. You could be blonde hair, blue eye, Aryan, whatever you want to call it, 1943 Hitler Aryan. If you got a look on your face like that, I don't like you. I don't care about your skin color. I care about the color of your heart. Color of the light you have within you. What do you offer? Are you a giver? Are you a taker? Are you going to do something that's going to mean something? Or are you just going to just zero out on all of us and just take and suck up like these Antifa scumbags? I saw a video, blows my mind. Rose City Antifa, whatever it is. This guy like goes in and he's sitting in there with got he's got a camera, he's hidden camera on him, and they're talking about eye gouging people and whatever you can do to further the agenda of, these people that are like, yeah, Trump's great, like we gotta destroy those people. Remember, eye gouge them. You could start the fire. They want to kill people who like Donald Trump, who support Donald Trump. This is the thing that I think is really, really toxic as a nation, that you guys on the other side of the aisle don't have a problem with that. You should have a problem with terrorism in every form. That's terrorism. That's the president of the United States of America. You're treasonous. That's just straight up treason. Oh no, let's burn the flag. Let's say this, let's do that. It's treason. And again, go back, listen to the actual words. Don't listen to what CNN says happened, what Don Lemon says happened. It's funny, I listened to Don Lemonhead, and that dude he just spits out whatever he wants. And same thing, every single reporter just says what they want. And this is what the best thing about hoax, they said it's like telephone. You hear one thing, you're like, yep, Donald Trump had an opinion that perhaps there's a way to inject a fluid that, like an antiseptic of sorts, that perhaps there's a way that you could do this. Not go out and do it. Everybody should go outside and get a Windex and just shoot themselves up with it. See what the frig happens, okay? No, he didn't say that. He said, perhaps there's a way to use ultraviolet light or something to kill it, or is there a way that maybe we can do like an antiseptic or something, clean people out? But you guys are looking into all that stuff, right? This is what he freaking said. The entire news cycle for 5 days. Donald Trump, hydroxychloroquine, he says that you can shoot yourself up. And I got a bit on it. You want to hear it? This is how here you go. Check this out. If I can find it. Here we go. I think this is the one. Hammerlin Jameson.
Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I just wanted to let you know that Donald J. Trump has started taking hydroxychloroquine.
You're taking hydroxychloroquine?
That's right. I want to make sure that I don't get COVID-19. We do have these amazing, phenomenal new computers that Apple made for Trump, and they're working phenomenally. But I'm very, very concerned about the COVID-19 finding its way to Trump, because it came into the White House last week. You may have heard about it. You see, Melania's home with Barron. We have young Barron there, and we don't want him to get anywhere near coronavirus. So I'm going to take hydroxychloroquine. I started last night, actually. I feel great. I feel really good. I don't know, really. The doctors told me my heart is enlarged and that it looks like it's the heart of a 79-year-old coal miner. So not looking too good besides the hydroxychloroquine. The benefit is I also won't get malaria either.
I wish I could find the right one. Maybe it's this one. Let me check. This may be the one right here. I'm just gonna play all kinds of stuff. Let's see what comes out of it. Okay, here we go. What's this one over here?
So let me ask you a question. They make up stories about Trump and my people colluding with Russia. And now that we find it out, I'm supposed to forget about it because Sleepy Joe doesn't like that he's involved with a scandal? I'm sorry. Look, I'm starting to think that Biden may have been the ringleader at Obamagate. Just hear me out. Before I even got into office, they said, look, if Hillary doesn't win, this is on you, Joe. You're going to have to come out of the corner swinging, Joe. He's trying to pull a Mel Gibson. He's trying to pull a Braveheart on me, but that's my move. That's my move. I'm going to do it to Joe Biden in the square this fall. I'm worried because he's definitely a part of Obamagate. I'm going to start calling him Sleepy Jerky Joe. Big league. In 2016, Joe still had his marbles. He was still able to string a sentence along. So I'm pretty sure that he was the ringleader. He probably said, Barack, I'm gonna need your help. Remember, everybody expected that Biden would be the next logical candidate. Hillary, I wiped the planet with her.
All right, I'm trying to find this bit. We're going to keep going until we find it.
Thank you again for joining me. Well, my fellow Americans, we're here again for the Coronavirus Task Force. Look, Fauci and I are working late hours, all right? You know, the problem is that the fake news spins their own tale, you know, and that they lay it out for the people. What about you? Do you have a question for me?
Yes, Mr. President, March 3rd, you said that this virus will be gone like it was never even here, and it's still here. What do you have to say to that?
Of course, I thought it would be gone already. Everybody thought it would be gone already. Look at every program that's been live since we heard about coronavirus. They are all wrong. They've all been wrong. I'm not any better than any of them. I'm just one man. Just happened to be a very great man. Actually, if you look back at the way people were treating this pandemic when it first started, you guys were calling it the China flu before I called it Fluhan. But no, everybody only remembers Trump calling it Fluhan, and then all of a sudden it's a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. It's from China. Look, I just want you to understand something, okay? I'm going to be winning big league no matter what you say or do. You're also very, very unattractive, too. But I'm sorry about that. It's just the way God made you. You should really say a prayer. You could use a dog biscuit. Probably one or two, right? And then you attack it.
Oh my goodness, this is the stuff I'm talking about. I can't believe this is this craziness that comes out of this show. Out of its mind crazy.
My fellow Americans, 30 plus days ago, we shut down the nation. A massive, unbelievable effort that was carried out by the American people to show how we are one. And now we need to get together and come out and back to work. And that's what we're going to do. Yes, you got a question over there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President!
Not you. It's fake news. What do you got?
Are we sure that this is the correct time to come back out and restart the economy?
Well, of course. I've looked at all the data. I looked at it with Fauci and Dr. Birx. And we've decided that now is the time to come out of the cave and start the economy. We were at all-time highs before this all happened, and if you recall, the Democrats tried to impeach me, and then all of a sudden the Fluhan happened. I would say that's some interesting timing, wouldn't you? They try to impeach me, that doesn't work out, and all of a sudden, Fluhan. I think it was delivered by the Democrats. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, you have a question?
Do you believe that COVID-19 is as bad as they say?
No, I believe it's the Democrats. I think you guys are fake news, and I think no matter what I say, you're going to twist and turn my words into something that's not really being said. Do you have a question?
Yes, where has Joe Biden been through all of this?
Well, this is what I don't understand. You give Joe Biden a free pass? Sleazy Joe? He's out there touching people on the backside, and you're not even covering it. You're fake news. And I know my people can see through the crap that's being laid out by fake news, CNN.
Did you guys know that fake news was actually created by Alphabet, by Google? They created it to try to take down Trump, and Trump immediately turned it on them. This guy's a genius.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Oh, Donald, how you doing?
I know you're doing a night of FaceSwap.
Let me do something else. Let me find you another one. See, I'm not sure what these bits are. I'm trying to find you the one that I was telling you about, where he basically goes after some peoples. He goes after some peoples. I don't remember which one it is. But we'll do some funny stuff just for you on the way here. How about this? Last one, okay? Then till tomorrow.
I'll try to make this brief, because I want to get home. I'm missing the Real Talk program.
Right.
I'll just tell you guys one time, you're all fake news. We're here doing everything we can to try to stop the scourge of coronavirus. I'll tell you what. You can say whatever you want, you fake news, and over there, everything that comes out of my mouth, you try to twist and turn. Yeah, I said shoot somebody up with antiseptic, what the hell? And that moron over there always asking me the same question. Oh, what are you going to do about your ratings? So what do you think you could see on that? You could just report, just if you just circle the world with your fake news that people will believe it? It doesn't work that way. People can see the truth. They know that Trump is winning big league, and we're going to squash out coronavirus, and all you have to do is get on board. Look, like even this guy over here, he's got a comment. Everybody's got a comment for Trump. You have a question? What do you have over there?
Yes, what's the latest update on President Xi and how you're handling that situation?
Well, I told you how we're going to handle President Xi. Okay, he's a Xi-hole. We're going to tell him to his face. And if he wants to work with us going forward, he has to make it right. He's going to have to pay the bill, pay the piper. That's what's going to have to happen with Xi, that Xi-hole. He's a Xi-hole, just like you, actually. I'm done with you fake news. So you're a Xi-hole and you're fake news. Both things at the same time.
Gotta love the Trumper. You're a Xi-hole and you're fake news, both at the same time. Jim Acosta. That was the one, guys. That was the one. It was a good way to end. So listen, I wanted to find the one about the antiseptic. It was really about Windex. Did a whole thing about Windex. Look, it worked on Big Fat Greek Wedding. It should work now. We're going to shoot people up with Windex, going to put them down for the count. Winning a big league. Oh, geez, it's very late and I've got to go early tomorrow. So, guys, remember, tomorrow's a whole new day. We will be getting into it, playing music, rocking out celebrity impressions. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to rock out another face swap for you tomorrow night. Make sure you subscribe and ding the bell if you haven't yet. Tomorrow, add a like to the page. Add a like here. Tell your friends. We're going to rock it out some more. I'll see you. It's Mark Piners.